Good wishes, dear students. The concept you will be learning in today's class is third chemical properties of alcohols, that is oxidation of alcohols. In the previous two classes you have learned the first chemical properties of alcohols, that is nucleophilic substitution, where alcohol is converted into an alkyl halide. The second chemical property, elimination reactions of alcohol, where alcohol was converted into an alkene. And the third one, oxidation of alcohols. The underlying principle here is alcohol on oxidation is converted into carbonyl compounds. To remember, it can be converted into an aldehyde or ketone and acid. So any of the carbonyl compound it can be converted into. The oxidizing agents that can be used here are sodium dichromate or potassium dichromate or potassium permanganate or chromium trioxide. Acidified sodium dichromate is given in the textbook, but those of you who are following NCERT book, you will find these three options also can be used as an oxidizing agents. So very simple reactions, nothing to get worried. Primary alcohol. Now you know to identify the distinguish between a primary and secondary and tertiary alcohol. In this case I have considered ethanol. How do I say ethanol? Because two carbons are there. So I have written it as an alcohol. Ethanol on oxidation. So you can write here sodium dichromate or any one of these oxidizing agents can be written here. So ethanol, when you subject it to oxidation, water molecule is lost. OH from here, there are two hydrogen, one out of the two, one hydrogen combines with the OH and goes out as a water molecule. So the remaining combine together CH3CH and the O from here gets adjusted and joined. So we get alcohol is converted into an aldehyde. Further, when you subject to oxidation, oxidation is nothing, addition of oxygen takes place here. Already you have a CH3CHO, one more O comes in. As a result, we get acetic acid, that is CH3COOH. So the clue here for you, primary alcohol on oxidation gives you aldehyde. Aldehyde on further oxidation gives you acid. This is in case of primary alcohol. Moving on to the secondary alcohol. How will you identify? Two alkyl groups we've got, hence it's called as a secondary alcohol. Secondary alcohol here again, when we treat it with an oxidizing agent, water molecule is lost. So OH from here, H from here goes out together as a water molecule. So you've got an addition of oxygen should be taking place. This oxygen goes to this carbon. Hence we get a ketone. CH3 remains as it is. This carbon receives the incoming oxygen. So secondary alcohol is converted into an ketone. Primary alcohol is converted into an aldehyde. On further oxidation, here we are treating it with the 4 oxygen. So as a result, we will get CH3COOH, that is acetic acid plus carbon dioxide plus water. So those of you who have the doubt, I would like to show you that particular step separately. As you know that we have a ketone, up to that step you understand clearly, ketone. Further, when you treat it with an oxidizing agent, I am taking 4 oxygens here. So if I write here 4 oxygen I've got. Now what happens? One hydrogen from here will combine with one O. Already you have a CH3C double bond O you've got. One hydrogen from here and oxygen combine together to give us the acetic acid or ethanoic acid. Now out of the CH3, one hydrogen combines with the oxygen, you are left with the CH2. So this H2 combines with one oxygen and goes out as a water molecule. Now we are left with a 1 carbon and 2 oxygen. So they will combine and go together as a carbon dioxide. So if you look at the step, secondary alcohol on oxidation gives you ketone. Ketone on further oxidation gives you acid plus carbon dioxide plus water. So to balance the number of oxygen atom, you need to take a 4 oxygen atom. Only then you will be able to form show the product of the acid, water molecule and carbon dioxide. In terms of tertiary alcohol, it also undergoes oxidation but not under normal conditions. Higher temperature is required. One more reason, when we give higher temperature, cleavage of carbon-carbon bond takes place. As a result, all these cases only one type of acid, whether it's a primary alcohol or a secondary alcohol, we got only one type of acid here. In case of tertiary alcohol, when we increase the temperature, cleavage of carbon-carbon bond takes place. As a result, we will get mixture of carboxylic acid. And one more important point to remember in terms of oxidation is, now if you look at it, primary alcohol is converted into an aldehyde and aldehyde is converted into an acid. Secondary alcohol is converted into an ketone and ketone is converted into an acid. So if we want, we can prevent the step at the formation of an aldehyde or at the formation of a ketone here. What should be done? The oxidizing agent, if your target is to prepare an aldehyde or a ketone from alcohol, the oxidizing agent should be pyridinium chlorochromate. So when you treat any alcohol with the presence of a oxidizing agent pyridinium chlorochromate, the reaction stops at the formation of an aldehyde. Since you have taken a primary alcohol, the result is an aldehyde. I told you, kept on repeating to you, primary alcohol will give you aldehyde. Secondary alcohol will give you ketone. So if you are taking a primary alcohol and treating it with a pyridinium chlorochromate, you will get an aldehyde. On the other hand, if you are taking a secondary alcohol and treating it with a pyridinium chlorochromate, you will get a ketone to be the answer. Moving on to the second type of oxidation, that is Swern oxidation. It's a very easy one. You needn't bother about the mechanisms involved in it because that's not given for your syllabus. Oxidizing agent here is DMSO, that is dimethyl sulfoxide. So propanol, what type of alcohol is this? One alkyl group here, secondary alcohol. When you treat with DMSO, this is a molecular formula of dimethyl sulfoxide plus oxyl chloride. This reaction takes place in the presence of addition of an triethylamine. So the products are secondary alcohol. I kept on repeating to you, on oxidation it gives us a ketone. So this is a secondary alcohol. On oxidation we get ketone, that is propanone, plus dimethyl sulfide. This oxygen from here is removed. Dimethyl sulfide plus carbon dioxide plus carbon monoxide plus 2 molecules of HCl. So the key concept, I am finishing with this, alcohol on oxidation gives you carbonyl compound. It can be an aldehyde or it can be a ketone or an aldehyde or acid. If your target is to prepare a ketone or aldehyde, oxidizing agent should be pyridinium chlorochromate. The last type of oxidation, that is biological oxidation. What's the key concept given here is toxic alcohol is converted into non-toxic alcohols. Now where do this reaction takes place? I have given the points to you. Fermentation of the food consumed by the animal produces alcohol. This alcohol is toxic in nature. Now the second part of the point you need to remember, animal's body, the liver produces ADH. Expansion is given alcohol dehydrogenase. It acts as a catalyst for the reaction. And they also have an oxidizing agent, that is NAD, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide. So what happens? This toxic alcohol treated with an oxidizing agent by in the presence of a catalyst, we get a aldehyde plus NADH plus H plus here. So the key concept here is toxic alcohol is converted into a non-toxic alcohol. Thank you.